Hi, I'm Courtney from Valen Bridal Boutique in Grays Lake, Illinois, and I've got a few tips for you while choosing your bridal gown. The first tip I have for you is to plan ahead. What I mean by this is you're going to want to make sure there's enough time to order your bridal gown. Most boutiques require at least 6 months to get your gown in because you have to think about sizing, alterations, dress color, all those good things that you're doing when you're picking out your gown. You have to think about giving the boutique and the designer enough time to get that in for you. Once your dress comes in, then alterations begin. So you're going to want to make sure that you give at least 6 months to get the dress from the designer and the company. Then you're going to take that to your alteration professional. Then they're going to start the process of fitting that to your body. Here at Valen and also at other bridal boutiques, we love when you guys have a style in mind. So what that means is check the internet, look at Pinterest, look at the styles and trends that are upcoming for your season. If you're getting married in July or a summer wedding, we're probably not going to want a big poofy satin ball gown. You're going to be very uncomfortable with the weather. The fabric's not going to be right for summer. So keep that in mind when choosing the style for your big day. Another thing to think about while choosing your style is to trust your stylist. We do love when you guys come in with an idea of what you want to try on, but then keep an open mind. Sometimes when girls come into our boutique, they want a very sleek, slender style, but we actually will put them in a few wild cards, we call it, and we'll put them in like a mermaid or an A-line, something that they weren't thinking about. And they actually end up loving it because they didn't think that they could look like they did in that specific style. So trust your stylist, keep an open mind, and just try on everything so you can think about exactly what you want to look like on your big day. Another hot tip that I have for you that some people don't think about is to think about the colors for your big day. Wedding gowns just don't come in white anymore. There's ivory vintage, there's blush, which is huge. A lot of people think that, hey, I want a white dress. That's not the case anymore. So you really should look at the different styles. Stylists will also be able to suggest what colors are going to look great for your skin tone. So really trust them and keep an open mind to be out of the box that you might not just want a total white dress. Also, what we're thinking about is the colors for your bridesmaids' dresses, your flowers, the season what your wedding's in. A fall wedding looks great with an ivory or a champagne wedding. A white dress and then a burgundy bridesmaids, that might be too stark of a contrast, especially for your photographs. So you're going to want to kind of keep the big picture in mind when you're thinking about colors and fabric choices and flower colors and everything for your big day. Another tip that I have for you, and you're going to want to listen to this one, is to think about who you want to bring to your bridal appointment. What that means is, as a stylist, I always encourage my girls to have people that are on Team Bride, because when you get that dress on, and we all know what people say, you know, you see yourself walking down the aisle in this gown, and you want people that are going to support you, that people that love you and support your decision for the gown that you're going to wear. Here's a story for you. We had a bride recently come into our studio. She brought her 6 bridesmaids, her mother-in-law to be, her grandma, and then 2 cousins, which that is a big group. We've also seen that work great, but we had one specific person in the group who was so negative at every dress she wore. The girl was thinking about what she would look good in, not what our bride looked good in and what the bride felt comfortable in. So the bride, she found the dress. She loved the dress. Her tears, everybody was happy except for this one bridesmaid. The bride was so distraught and discouraged because her one friend didn't love it and wasn't as supportive as she was hoping to be, that she actually walked out without the dress, and the experience actually turned into a negative one for her. So I really want to emphasize in you choosing the people that are going to support you and love you when you pick that dress of your dreams. Another thing to think about is how your dress is going to look in photographs. We always suggest texture and movement and fun. Think about you dancing on the dance floor, your skirt twirling, texture, movement. Your photographer is going to really pick up on those different trends and details of your gown. So don't think that you're just going to be standing there straight in pictures all day. You're going to be moving, you're going to be laughing with your friends, and your photographer is really going to capture every aspect of your wedding. So make sure your dress really encapsulates the pictures that you want. Another thing that we're seeing nowadays is letting each bridesmaid pick out their own style of dress. There's different necklines, different material, there's sequins, there's beading, there's lace. We see brides coming in saying, I want this specific color, and then letting each girl pick out the style that they love on their body. And that really makes a difference in the bridesmaids, how they look, how they feel, and the experience of the whole day for them. We also see the eclectic fabric choices in the big picture of the day. Think about your florals. Think about the colors of your linens. All those little things are what creates the cohesive styling for your big day. Another tip for you is to think about how your moms want to look. So, mother of the wedding dresses are not how they used to be. They used to be drab, dowdy, not as modern as they are now. Now there's so many options for mom's dresses, and you really should think about how that, and talk to your mom, see how she wants to look. They're sexy, they're modern, there's lace, there's beading. There's just as many options in mother dresses now than there are in bride and bridesmaids. So really feel how your mom wants to look and how that goes into the style of your day, and what colors complement the rest of your wedding with their look as well. So one thing that we get asked a lot is about coloring for mom's dresses. We always suggest something in the same color family or feel, but not necessarily the same as a bridesmaid. Take, for instance, if the bridesmaids are in a beautiful hunter green, maybe we'll pick like a charcoal gray or another neutral for a mom, but we can also make sure that the moms aren't wearing the same color, but still complement each other in that aspect as well. At Valen Bridal Boutique, we always say that your wedding gown is the most expressive garment that you're going to purchase. So you really want to make sure that your dress is you. You are going to want to be a Valen bride, so give us a call today.